This is a pan of my workspace. And here are my two note cards. There's the front, back. Here's the front, back. So, when was the last time you played mini golf or even real golf? When you got on that first putting surface, were you a little nervous? Because I know that if I had never been on a putting green or anything like that, I might be nervous too. Hopefully through this speech, I'll be able to calm your nerves by showing you the 3 basic steps on how to hit a putt. The first step would be your grip, the second step would be your stance, and the third step would be how to actually hit the putt. And the reason that I feel like I can teach these is because I've been playing golf for quite a while now, so these 3 basic steps I feel should be pretty easy for me to explain to you. And for step 1, you have to start with your stance. But before you can have a good stance, you have to have the right putter. And there's 2 types of putters. You have either a mallet putter, which is the one I have, which is a little bit wider on the putter head itself. And you also have a blade putter, which is what most mini golf courses have, which is a thin little, looks like a blade. And it doesn't matter, it's just preference, so I can get the point across with this putter. So for your stance, you'll have to have your feet, shoulder width apart. And when you go into your stance, you want to have somewhat of like an athletic stance where you have your knees slightly bent and your back is slightly angled forward, but you're still standing up pretty tall. And then once you have your stance down, you also have to have the right grip. You can have either an interlocking grip, which is your pinky interlocks with your index finger on the back of the putter grip, or you can have an overlapping grip where your pinky overlaps your index finger on the back of the putter grip. Now, whichever one you do choose, your thumbs will still be on the front of the putter facing downward like so. So once you have your grip down, you also have to decide where on the putter itself you want to have your grip. You can either grip it lower or higher. If you're taller, you'll probably grip higher up, and shorter, vice versa, lower down. It just depends on your preference, really. So once you have that down, you have to finally get your putter stroke in, which is your swing. So to swing a putter, you have to it's like a pendulum. You go back and forth in like a fluid motion. You don't want to have any back and then stops or going back a little bit and then just going super far forward. It just won't be a good putter, or it won't be a good putt. So as long as you can have a fluid putting grip like this and a fluid motion of your stroke, you hit a solid putt. But to make sure that the putt goes where you want it, you also have to aim yourself properly. And the best way to do that is to make sure that your feet, your knees, your hips, and your shoulders are all perpendicular to whatever your target is. So if like this was my target and this was like a wall, my putter, you would want your body perpendicular to it. And if the putter was over here, you would turn to aim that way. And no matter where you're aiming, you just want those 4 parts of you to be aimed perpendicular to that target, which will help you in the overall. And once you have that down, all it is just a straight through back and forth swing, and depending on how far back or how little back you go, it depends on the distance. So, in a recap, to hit a good putt, there's really only 3 simple things. You have to have a good stance, you have to have a good grip, whichever one you choose, either interlocking or overlapping, and finally, you have to have a fluid putting motion, which is back and forth. Once you have that down, you should be able to hit a good putt. Who knows? Maybe you could be the next professional mini golfer. And here's a pan of my workspace.